Anthony Vasquez, as he so eloquently put. I normally start these things by saying, I used to be funny in high school, but since I've seen all the singers and all the musicians that have come up so far, I'm actually going to change it today and change it to, I used to be a singer in high school. That's the thing. Then, I tried for a little while, I thought it was alright, and then I met a person kind of like Jillian, who was just so much better than me that I was like, you know what, that's okay. I'll just sit in the corner. It's gonna be fine, guys. Don't worry about it. So that was me in high school. You know what's weird about high school is the weirdest thing about high school is in your yearbook they give you those titles that they give you at the end, where it's like best dressed, most likely to succeed, and just overall, best performer. I always thought it was strange because, who is the person who decided that they were gonna allow this to be in a yearbook? It had to be a teacher. No kids in school were like, you know what would be great? If we just rate each other. Yes, if we just find that one person in class who's just a little bit better than us, and to make them the best. And then if you look at it, right, if you go and look a little bit further, I do something where I basically go through my Facebook quite often, and I look at all my friends from high school, and everybody who's got those superlatives, right? Everybody who got best dressed, the most successful, and people who are going to be important, right? And I look through, and just about every person that I've seen in it didn't live up to the title. Almost every person. It's crazy. Like, I had a class clown in my school, right? Which is crazy because I'm obviously the class clown. I spent around like 6 years in my school. It went from 6th grade to 12th grade. Don't worry, I'm not stupid. And I basically just consistently got kicked out of class and did all the wrong things. And then I had the class clown who actually won, who showed up maybe 4 years in and decided he was going to be the funniest. It's really funny because when you look at it now, he's actually unemployed. So I win, I think. Which is great. It's really funny. What's really awesome is that, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm actually kind of short, right? What's really funny about being short is when all of your friends are just so much taller than you, right? My friends, one of them is sitting over here. He's actually around 6'2", I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
He's a pretty tall guy, right? All of my friends are the same height. And every time we go out, no matter what we're doing, I never have to think about where we're going because I can just stand in the middle and they'll direct me. They're basically like my fence and they kind of herd me around, right? And the whole time I'm just in the middle cracking jokes. It's especially funny when I'm trying to be involved in the conversation because I'm standing around. I kind of look like a buoy, in the sea. I'm just like, hey guys, come on, can you just, hey, wait, I have a joke every time. It's hilarious because no one can hear me. I'm like this big, guys. It's ridiculous. Another thing that's pretty funny about being short is, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but almost every time that I've gone to the supermarket, all of the good snacks are way at the top. Always. They're never at the bottom. I've had to jump multiple times to try to get something. They have they have those Chips Ahoy's up there. They have their Oreos. They have Fig Newtons, which by the way are my favorites. And then every time I go to the supermarket, it's just out of reach. I never understand why they're out of reach that high, considering that it would be better to sell it to children. You think, right? Who doesn't want a sugar high for their child before they go to bed? That's how I parent. I basically just give him all of the candy right before bed because about 20 minutes in, he just crashes. Which is the best. It's amazing. It's really good to do things with your kids, right? I have 2 kids. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-month-old, right? My 4-year-old is this cool little kid. He has he kind of has the same hairstyle as me, which is awesome because I don't know how the hell he did it. He hated going to the barber. But every time I go to the supermarket, I take him to the supermarket quite often because we live next to the supermarket, so why wouldn't you go, right? Every time I go to the supermarket and I can't reach the cookies on top, all I do is I just grab him, right? I'll just grab him and hold him up to get it. Whatever it is. There's yes, the cookies, Jace. It's even worse considering that he's afraid of heights. So he's just standing there oh no, please Daddy, don't drop me. And I'm just but the cookies, they're right there. Please, grab them. You can do anything else. I don't care what you do from here on out. You could go home and destroy all of my things. Just get me the cookies from the top shelf. I don't care. Please, get me the cookies. It's really funny after you go home and after I get home, all the cookies aren't on the top shelf. because I'm short, right? All of my cookies, every time that I've ever gotten something from the store, after I brought it upstairs, I put them into my cabinets, right? I'll open up the cabinet and I'll look inside, and there's a cabinet, there's a shelf right there that is just high enough to be out of reach of my son and my wife, funny enough. She's taller than me, which is ridiculous. But I can get to it, which is basically the point of the cabinet, which is great. But then every time I close the cabinets, I'll go days without remembering that my cookies are in there, and I'll go back to the supermarket to do this stupid jumping thing that I've been doing all the time before. It's just bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm like really short, guys. Like I think on my driver's license is a 5'4", when actually I'm 5'2". I've just been adding inches as we've gotten to make new cards every year. I'm worried about in the future when I get to the point where it's like 6'3" and somebody pulls me out the car and goes, "Hey, you may have lied." I'm really worried about that. It's really fun to be this short. You guys don't know. Like, you guys have a different kind of air up here that I've never been a part of. There was one time I was at work and I had to climb up on top of a ladder to get to a cat tree. I work at a pet store, right? So I had to get to a cat tree, and I got up there, and just breaking through that 6-foot barrier right there, immediately the oxygen got really thin. It was ridiculous. I was worried about my breathing apparatus. It was crazy. It's almost like, you know, when you for the first time jump into a pool, you're like, all right, I got this. Or you're ready to do it. You're going in. You're like, all right, let's go do this. Come on, guys, we're ready. Let's go. I'm gonna do it. Today's the day I learned to swim. Today's the day. And your friend pushes you into the water. You don't get to catch your breath. That's it. You're in. You got to figure this out. And it's never on the nice like 4 feet side. You're 12 feet deep, and you got to figure this out. You either drown or you come out and you learn how to swim. And neither of those things happened to me. The lifeguard saved me. It was great. Thank you guys. I'm Anthony Vasquez.